What's going on, everybody? Hey, man, welcome, man. Welcome. It is what? TGIF Friday, baby. And your boy is back. It's your boy in the flesh, One Piece, Martez, Raphael Kirkland. Yes, MRK. And I want to tell y'all, hey, welcome to Real Talk with your boy, MRK. Let me speak my mind. It has been a while, man. I'm going to be honest, man. It's been about a month and a half, maybe, since I've been back right here in front of you guys' eyes on all streaming platforms, whether it's Spotify, YouTube, Twitch, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. It's your boy. I'm back. I'm back. I'm fresh. Got a lot to talk about. And I'm sitting right here in front of you guys, and I hope you guys tune in for the next hour or so, man. I got some information that I want to talk to you guys about, and I want to speak my mind on it and everything. So, hey, if you're on YouTube, if you're on whatever streaming platform, social media platform you're on, if you guys can do me a favor, go ahead, double tap the screen, go ahead, go ahead, subscribe, share, whatever it is, that buttons that they have in front of you. If you can do that for me, I very, very much appreciate it, man. Yes, man, I'm definitely back. And again, I'm your host on Real Talk with MRK, Martez, Raphael Kirkland. Let me speak my mind, y'all. I just want to speak my mind. Can I do that for you for a minute? Can I do that with y'all? All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. Today we're gonna get started. It's almost the afternoon, but I got y'all right before the morning is over. And if you ain't never tuned into my podcast before, well, this is what we do. Every time I come on, I always get an inspiration, whether it's in the morning, whether it's in the afternoon. And since right now, technically, from where I am, I'm on Eastern time in North Carolina. It is still the morning time. I'm gonna give you my morning inspiration, something that inspired me in some type of way, and I hope it inspires you, right? So the morning inspiration is, so let me bring it up so you guys can see it. The morning inspiration is, it is impossible. It is impossible to inspire a future generation without respect for the past. And this is dedication of Juneteenth, right? I had some technical difficulties on Juneteenth, which was Juneteenth was my birthday, June 19th, and I had recorded it and it didn't come out well. So I'm gonna give it to you guys again that you never from what you've never seen before. All right. So the morning inspiration: it is impossible to inspire a future generation without the respect for the past. How can you inspire the future? What if you don't even understand or have a gratification, an appreciation, a thankfulness, a understanding of where you came from? The past is very important because the past, a lot of times, it tells you why things are the way they are in current time. It tells you why things may happen, right? So it is impossible to inspire a future generation without respecting your past. And Juneteenth signifies that, right? Because we know there's a lot of people that walk around here, especially in the United States of America, that don't know their history, that don't know their past, that don't know where they truly, truly came from, their ancestors, their relatives, their great grandmothers and grandfathers. They don't know. They don't know. So let's talk about it. See, Juneteenth, right? We all know what it was, right? It happened in Texas, right? After the Emancipation Proclamation, right? Abraham Lincoln signed off on it, or he enacted that to be so people, black slaves can be no longer slaves. They can be no longer slaves, and they can be able to what? They can be able to live freely in the United States of America as free slaves. But as we know, there were still slaves a few years after that was enacted, after that was implemented, right? So in Texas, and I'm paraphrasing, I'm going off the top of my head of the knowledge that I know. So in Texas, right, they were still slaves. Those that agreed with slavery, those that still wanted slavery, what they did was they moved to slavery. They still took on having slaves on their land, on their plantations, and stuff of that nature. And the black slaves didn't even know that they were actually truly free, because it didn't get pushed out to that way. And now there is some things that some people say it even still went on truthfully after after Juneteenth, right? But to inspire a future generation, we have to understand where we came from, so we can give them the whole history. Like, you can't, how can you inspire someone when you don't know anything about far as where they're from, far as, or trying to direct them or guide them and give them the necessary knowledge to be able to, position themselves in ways to be successful, right? Because us as black people, right, African Americans, we need to know our history. We need to know where we come from. We need to know and understand the past, so we can understand the current situation that we're in, and we can know how to navigate and pursue going forward, right? I don't know if I'm speaking any sense to you guys, right? But hey, let me speak my mind, real talk, right? Martez Raphael Kirkland, I got a lot of stuff to say. We know a few years ago in 2021, President Biden, right, made Juneteenth a federal holiday. Now, we know there's some people that have fight back on that. There's some people that don't agree on that. There's some people that don't even want it to happen and don't even recognize it. But that's okay, right? Because when we recognize the 4th of July as being our Independence Day as a nation. How can it be an Independence Day when there was still, rightfully so, slavery still being going on? So we wasn't truly freed as a nation, because this nation wasn't just built off of one race. It was built off of a multitude of races, right? Ethnicity groups and cultural groups and stuff of that nature, right? So Juneteenth, to me, it signifies that, right? It signifies the true freedom of the United States of America, right? And even though there were still small pockets of slavery still going on. So while I want y'all to let me speak my mind, because I'm here to speak the truth and give you guys the reality of the things that we all just bypass. We all do not want to have this type of intelligent dialogue with one another to try to get to the deep root cause and to understand where we are as a nation. So when you're out there, you're speaking, when you're out there, you're guiding, mentoring, when you're out there, you're parenting, speak the truth. Give those that have lack of knowledge for the situation, so they can understand who they are, where they're at, and why, and so they can know how to navigate the next steps in their lives and help the society and help the community, right? So it is impossible. It is impossible to inspire a future generation without the respecting the past, right? So let me give you a little history lesson, if you guys may not know, right? And I just gave you a little breakdown on it, right? See, Juneteenth, short for June 19th, which is my birthday, was my birthday. I turned 46 years old, y'all, and everything. I'm definitely thank you, Lord, for giving me to that time in my life. June 19th marked the day when the federal troops arrived in Galveston, Texas in 1865 to take control of the state and ensure that all enslaved people to be freed. See, the troops arrived came full 2.5 years after the signing of the Emancipation Proclamation. So Juneteenth, it honors the end to slavery in the United States and is considered the longest running African American holiday. See, on June 17, 2021, it was officially became a federal holiday. Juneteenth, 2024 will occur. It occurred on Wednesday, the federal holiday for the third, I think 21st, the third year in American history. And let's be honest, a lot of you Americans, a lot of you people that live here did not really truly celebrate it, understand it, still don't understand why it happened. And I guess today, in my shout out, or I'm sorry, my morning inspiration is to hopefully to open up some minds and inspire those to go and research it for themselves to gain more knowledge and insight to what it is, to why you got off, especially if you work for the federal government, right? See, you have to remember this. See, it happened. See, the Confederate general, Robert E. Lee, he had surrendered approximately Proxitox Courthouse. It was 2 months earlier in Virginia, but slavery had remained relatively unaffected in Texas until the U.S. General Gordon Granger stood on Texas soil and read General Orders Number 3. The people of Texas are informed that in accordance with the proclamation from the executive of the United States, all slaves are free. All right. Hey, I don't know if we had any technical difficulties in the last few minutes, man. I just noticed my mic wasn't all the way in, but hopefully it didn't bother anything, but we will find out. But I'm going to continue on. So the Emancipation Proclamation. Do y'all know what that is? Well, let me tell you. The Emancipation Proclamation issued by the President Abraham Lincoln on January 1st, 1863, had established that all enslaved people in the Confederate States in rebellion against the Union shall be then thenceforward and forever free. The Emancipation Proclamation. Now, a lot of people give credit to Abraham Lincoln, right? Our 16th president, right? But we can go into detail on another day about truthfully why he did it, to what the intent was, to why he decided to do it. But we're going to talk about Juneteenth. But in reality, the Emancipation Proclamation didn't instantly free any enslaved people. The proclamation only applied to places under Confederate control, not to slave-holding border states or rebel areas already under Union control. See, however, as Northern troops advanced into the Confederate South, many enslaved people fled behind Union lines. So why is Juneteenth slavery? Like why is it so important? So Juneteenth and the slavery in Texas, right? So in Texas, slavery had continued as the state experienced no large-scale fighting or significant presence of Union troops. Many enslavers from outside the Lone Star State had moved there as they viewed it as a safe haven for slavery. Boy, they was high-tailing it out of those Confederate states, so they can still do what's called slavery, which is crazy, right? Hold on. I am so sorry. But I'm so sorry, y'all. But yeah, so let's keep it going, man. Let's keep it going. So after the war came across close, right, in spring of 1865, General Granger arrived in Galveston, Texas. That June signaled freedom of Texas 250,000 enslaved people. Although emancipation didn't happen overnight for everyone, in some cases, and slavery withheld the information until after harvest season. And you know why they withheld it after harvest season, right? We needed those slaves to work the land, messing with my money, right? So slave master messing with my money. So hey, okay, I hear you that there's no more slavery, but hey, we gonna let them free after they finish harvesting this land, so we can get paid. So we gonna break their backs for a few more months. So after the harvest season, celebrations broke out among the newly freed black people, and Juneteenth was born. That December, slavery in America was formally abolished with the adoption of the 13th Amendment. Here we go. There's some little education for you. I hope that inspired you guys to go out and honestly research even more for yourselves. I hope it actually opened up your mind. Therefore, you're not living in ignorance, and therefore you have gained knowledge. All right. So that's the morning inspiration. I hope I've inspired many people to just open up the books, open up, I don't know, your what you call it, your browser, and Google Juneteenth. All right. So let's go into the shout out of the day. All right. The shout out of the day is your boy. I'm gonna give the shout out to myself. I don't really do it. I don't really talk about myself a lot, but I'm gonna show some love because God has blessed me with making it to 46 years of living in this world, on this earth, in this society, in the community that I live in, and He has blessed me to still have me living, breathing, healthy. Knock on wood. Um, and I'm able to, what I'm saying, be able to see my kids, enjoy my military retirement, and be able to continue to progress in my life and strive for my ambitions and goals and dreams of that nature and everything. And I am definitely thankful for that and everything, making it to 46 years old. I'm still young though. I'm still young at heart and young in mind and everything. But I'm definitely I'm not ashamed of the age where I'm at. And for those that have already been there and I've already gotten there and already know, maybe it's 45, 46, and you're no longer there and everything, my goal is to get to where you guys are at. My goal is to be as healthy as I possibly can be later on in my life. When I hit 56, when I hit 66, when I hit 76, God willing, when I hit 86, 96, I want to be as healthy as I possibly can be in everything. I want to live on this earth and be able to be productive in everything as much as I possibly can be and everything. And I appreciate the Lord, appreciate God, appreciate Jesus, I appreciate the family, the support that has helped me along the way to be able to continue to strive, continue to be here, mentally stable, physically able, and able to continue to pursue my life. Okay. All right. I got my 7-year-old. She want me to open her freeze pop. So I'm gonna do it like this. There we go. Got your freeze pop. Go ahead, girl. What you say? Thank you. She said she had it in her mouth. That freeze pop was cold. But shout out of the day goes to Martez Raphael Kirkland, MRK, baby, and everything. My birthday was June 19th. It was pretty much 2 days ago. All right, here we go. I'm back. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, so my birthday was 2 days ago, and did I do a lot? No, I didn't. Did I celebrate a lot? No, I didn't. And the reason why is because this is why, right? Let me read you guys this. For those that don't follow me on my social media or Facebook or any of that nature, right? So I stated this, and here it is. 46. My born day, right? It was 2 days ago. While I reflect on another year God has blessed me with, I know that it's not about me. I need to celebrate, but about how I've been blessed and fortunate that Jesus has given me life. My existence is bigger than me. My birth came with a purpose. So there's no need to praise me, but to be thankful but for me to be thankful that I am here because there is a reason that I have been spared when so many others have not. The celebration is not for me, but truly to praise God and just to be grateful for another year. All right. So did I indulge in a big birthday party? No, I did not. Did I was I indulged with a whole bunch of gifts or money and everything? No, I was not. Did I go on a rendezvous and everything? I did not. Those times will come, those days will come. I just wanted to sit back, reflect, and I wanted to be in peace and everything. And I know some people are big on their birthdays. And a lot of people say, man, you need to celebrate, right? And maybe it's my evolution of where I'm moving to towards closer to God, but I did not feel the need to indulge in idolizing myself, right? I think I probably idolized a lot of things too much, so I didn't because I'm not a god. There's only one God. So, but I am happy that I'm living, that I made it to another year. I made it through another year. That is truly my new year, not the January 1st, but my new year is, when I turn 46. So we're going to see what 46 has in store. I hope it has a lot of good things, blessings, things that would awake me, put me in a different light, that for the better, and more knowledge. That's what I hope for and pray for, to seek more knowledge, more enlightenment, and to be more healthy, more, I guess, more compassionate, and also I do want to achieve things. I still always have goals. I believe a man without a vision shall perish. Y'all heard that, right? You must have some type of goals. You must set goals for yourself. You must be having and be ambitious to strive for something, because when you don't, you basically are existing, and when you are just existing, you're not living out your true purpose that you was meant to be here. Every person, every being on this earth has a purpose, but you just have to have the resources and the support and the mental stability to be able to find that purpose. And that's what I'm doing. I'm sticking out my purpose. And then whether it's a whole life journey and it takes me to the time that I'm dead and gone, guess what? I pursued something with all honesty, with all my whole heart, and a I gave everything that I possibly can to the life that I was given by God. So therefore, the shout out to my boy right here, Martez Raphael Crippin, man. Hey, my birthday, 46th. I appreciate you guys. Hey, get me through another year and everything, and I definitely owe it to you. All right. So let's go ahead, and let's move on to the true topic. While we all here for today, the hot topic of the day is, let's talk about it. Real talk, right? I'm gonna speak my mind. Can I speak my mind to y'all? Hot topic is, who is really the prize? Is it the men or the women? Who is really the prize? Is it the men or the woman? Y'all talk. You guys can definitely make comments on whatever social media outlet that you're on as you're viewing this podcast. So go ahead and do so. If you feel the need to chime in, I'll definitely read it and I'll respond to it. Um, and why did you like? Well, why did you come up with this, Marquez? What made you prompt to say or talk about this? Well, honestly, I was scrolling through my Facebook and I seen a post. and I seen the post of what individuals were saying, and I seen what men were saying. I seen what women were saying and everything, and it just was like, and I'm gonna be honest, maybe I'm biased because I am a man, so therefore I'm probably going to have the views of a man, but understanding what a woman probably wants and needs, right? But and I'm gonna be honest, women, some of the comments that I was seeing was outlandish, was unlogical, and it was unrealistic. I didn't understand it. So it made me really, really think and sit back and reflect on, wow, there are honestly women out here that actually think that way. How and I'm gonna speak on both. I'm gonna get on both sides, right? I'm gonna talk about the man, I'm gonna talk about the woman and everything. But for me, because I'm speaking my mind and I'm just, this is real talk. I'm just talking for real, right? Women, when you, besides a big butt and a smile, and we can go out and you can look good on my arm, what is your value? See, I think a prize, to be a prize, not a trophy. To be a prize, you have to have some type of value in you. So, what are you bringing to the table to that man? How are you the prize when you're asking and you're saying or you're telling men, the world, your friends, this is what I want? And I'm only paraphrasing, quote unquote, right, from what I've heard, from what I've read, and from the people that I've been around and I know and I listen. He better have this. He better do this. He better not have this, or we ain't gonna be together, or I'm not accepting any type of man of that nature. So I don't get it. And then it'd be the same women that don't even have their stuff together. They're not financially stable. They're not mentally stable or emotionally aware, or they lack emotionally intelligence. They're very toxic, right? They don't, in their career field or their careers, they're still trying to figure it out, right? And they want security, whether it's protection physically, you know, for a man defending their honor and protecting them and making sure that they are not harmed by anything or anyone, or the security of being financially stable, or security of knowing that the man will not step out on them, and they uplift them so they are not insecure with themselves or their stuff. I don't get it. Because if you are not able, first of all, to reciprocate those things back to a man, how can you ask of those things? And how are you the prize? How are you the prize? Talk to me, ladies. I can't understand. Man, if you want to comment, make sure y'all comment on here, man. But I'm trying to figure out, like, what makes you the prize? Because I know in the Bible, it talks about when a man finds a virtuous woman, he finds a good thing. Understand what it said. When a man, what I see in the woman that is good and is good for me, then guess what? She was a virtuous woman, and then guess what? She is my prize. But you cannot, and I don't believe that you can necessarily label yourself as a prize when you are asking for the things that you are not, or not even close to, or not, maybe you're not even working to be, right? We I'm baffled. I'm just baffled. So let me educate y'all on some things. Give y'all another forethought, right? Okay, so who is the prize in the relationship? All right. So we often heard the phrase, this, she's the prize. It it is a phrase that sets the foundation of the mindset that both men and women have in regards to dating. So it is important for us to unpack the belief to find out how far it is this is true. So I'm gonna be honest, it's important for men and women to do both because we're gonna talk about the men. We're gonna talk about the men. Absolutely, we're gonna talk about it. One perspective. I'm gonna give you a perspective, right? The perspective that is it true that she is the prize? First, let's address how the woman in a relationship could be considered the prize, quote unquote. Getting and keeping the affection of a woman does not come with the efforts for a man. See, a man has to go out, he got to hunt, he has to approach or start the conversation, lead the direction, and oftentimes men are persistent when in pursuit because naturally, truthfully, I believe we are hunters, right, from the beginning of time, right? And if you look into the animal kingdom too, majority of the time there are a handful of species and animal on the female side that are the hunters. So they're in pursuit. So when it comes to picking up, right, the seduction, the relationship maintenance, the man has to continue to be the leading force in the interaction because the woman's supposed to be the prize. See, if not, he is open to his he has to open up to his girl being taken from him, right? Just like they portray in rap lyrics, right? So if she can be taken, that implies some level of ownership from the man, and that which that owns it it is what he works to obtain. Is it work what he works to obtain? See, for this reason, the term trophy wife exists. The reason there is no such thing as a trophy husband is because women do not have to go out and hunt for the man. Like, so the analogy, right? What do a lot of men do? I ain't gonna say a lot of men don't do it, but there's a lot of men. Um, in other words, they like to hunt, they like to fish. So when that man go out there in the woods and he hunt for that deer, that game, a lot of them, they good, they eat the meat and all that good stuff. But if it's a big one with antlers, what they gonna do? They gonna get that head cut off and everything, get it stuffed and everything. They're gonna take it home. They're gonna show their homeboys, and they're gonna put it over their mantle like a trophy. Like, yeah, that's me. That's what I did, right? When they go out there and they in the ocean or whatever, in the Atlantic, and they get that big swordfish or whatever, they're gonna do. They're gonna take a big picture with their boys on that boat. Then they're gonna go get it stuffed and put it on their mantle. So that's the analogy that I'm giving you, right? As men, we go out, we have to go out into the field, into the community, going out, and we have to find something that we either are attracted to and that we like, and we are on a prowl, as y'all would say. We are hunting. So, see, the woman is a direct reflection on the value that the boyfriend has. See, if we see a beautiful model on the arm of a physical, unattracted man, what is it that we do? We will automatically assume there must be what? Be some form of value that is keeping her there. Not that she is attracted to him, not that she just likes him for his personality, because quote unquote in the society eyes, he's unattractive. So why is this attractive woman with him, right? Because she is above him based off his looks, because she is the prize. So we automatically assume that, right? So the form of value that is keeping her there, right? And that the value he has is most likely something he has worked hard to attain, i.e., his financial stability, i.e., the career, meaning his status, right? So women, like many things in a man's life, are a reward for becoming a successful man. From that perspective, you could argue that she is the prize But to be more logical, it may make sense to see her as a prize rather than the prize. Does it make sense to y'all? Does it make sense? And I'm telling you, my true perspective is if you're not bringing almost considerably as what I'm bringing to the table, how can I say that you're the prize? So, and if it's not finite, I have to see value in you. The man has to find value. If it's not financially, it has to be personality, her heart, how she is. How do you enhance, advance, and care for my life, for me? Do you bring peace? Do you bring stability in those ways that you have? Because I'm gonna be honest, in this day and age, man, I think those nurturing type of women are diminishing. They're diminishing. Like they're diminishing. I'm telling you. Everybody be like the old fashioned way. There are no more women that wants to do, I guess, the role that was done back when our mothers and fathers was coming up and everything, and their mothers and fathers were married and everything when they were raising them. That is a lost art because it's not being taught. Because everything is about equality, gender equality. And then I'm not going to talk about some other stuff, right? Because y'all might get mad at me, right? But it's real talk. And I'm just speaking my mind here. All right. So let's go into the other perspective. The myth about is he the prize? The myth about is he the prize? See, the fact that a man has to improve the value of his character and his life to get a valuable woman. See, we got to be this money, looks, stature, emotionally strong, and we got to have all that and not and 10 more yards, right? Just to be considered to be valuable to the woman in this day and time. And women, there are some great women out there that have great hearts and everything. And I'm not speaking to you, I'm speaking to the ones, and I'm just educating and giving you enlightenment and the knowledge that I have in my experience and from what I've seen in my little old 46 years of living, my opinion. Because what? Real talk, I'm just speaking my mind. See, it comes from the fact that women go for a partner that are of higher value than themselves. Women date up, men date down, but they can truly not date up or get a woman out of their league because this is what they say. I read it, and I talked about it earlier. What are you doing with him? Why are you with him? Girl, look at you. You don't need to be with him. You can do better. Get you a man that got some money, that got benefits and everything, right? And they say that men don't have a lot on their shoulders, right? I just said a man has to have all the cards stacked up on his side to be valuable for the woman. Am I lying? But see, women, they can't do that. And it's crazy. So think about this. Women focus heavily on the quality of a man as opposed to being concerned with the quantity of men she can have. Women have strict standards on the men they choose to get with them, and they often ignore what? The men that are even on their level. They don't even want the ones that are on their level, like, i.e., check this out. Me and you both are in school. Me and you both are trying to get to a position in our lives to where we can be comfortable, we can be successful, we can thrive, we can live and have fun and have love and share memories and everything. I'm trying to make it just like you, but I'm not good enough for you. And we in the same place. Mind-boggling. Don't understand it. I can't understand it. It is crazy. I don't get it. So talk to me, y'all. Talk to me. Just let me know. Right? I'm just saying, think about it. The women have strict standards. Why? I got it because mom, maybe your dad, or even your dad told you, hey girl, you need to go out to get a man with some money. You need to go out there and get somebody. And y'all see my little sidekick right here. That's my little sidekick. She wanted my phone. That's what it was. So check this out. So the following, I'm gonna give you a list of things, right? The following is a list of the areas in which a woman wants a man to have a higher value or show dominance. But a lot of women say, I just want to be feminine and want to be a lady. She prefers a man, one, who is taller than her. She prefers a man who is older than her. She prefers a man who is more experienced than her. She prefers a man who makes more money than her. See, couples are twice as likely to divorce if the woman earns more than a man. Now, that may be with the man's insecurities if he's not making more than his wife, too. Now, that's a whole nother topic for and a discussion for another day. Right? A woman prefers if the man is stronger than her physically, it represents protection. A woman prefers a man who can dominate her sexually. E.g., i.e., she is the one being, I ain't gonna read that. I ain't gonna read that for y'all. See, a woman prefers who is more fearless than her. I don't even know about that one, though. I think women are a lot fearless in this day and time, and I believe they want somebody even if not more, just as equally to them and everything. So it depends on the type of woman. A lot of women they prefer who has more emotional stability than her. A woman prefers a man who is more confident than her. A woman prefers a man who will lead, demonstrate through her wanting the man to approach, take control, and make plans. Do you understand that? Guess what? Roles are set in relationship for a reason. What that man may not be good making plans. It don't make him less than a man. And I know that could be one of your qualities that you want. But I'm gonna say this. What if that man, what if men are starting to do that now? What if we had a list? I'm gonna be honest, it would be a lot. First of all, it would not be a lot of relationships, and it would not be a lot of people getting married. Because if men really start to detail a list as much as women do, and start to say, you know what, I want her, she got it. And there are men that do that, right? But there's more women that do it than men. And I'm just speaking my mind. That's all, real talk, y'all. Right? So, and the list could continue on and on and on, right? So who is really the prize, right? See, women end up resenting a man. They resent men that they feel are more feminine than they are, even in a society that they ask for. Meaning, I need you to be emotionally aware. I need you to be more sensitive to me and my needs. I need you to listen to me and share your thoughts and your feelings and everything, right? These are things that more so a woman does, which takes a man out of their natural state. So we have to either what? We have to learn these type of traits. We have to practice it, and it becomes maybe not a norm for us, demasculating us. I'm just, oh my goodness, I'm on a roll speaking, man. Right. So if she's more picky in terms of quality and he is the one with more value, then could you say this would make him the prize in the relationship? He holds higher value naturally, since that's what she goes for. It isn't. I'm gonna be honest. Think about it. If I'm a man and I meet all your qualifications, right, and I'm coming to the table in this relationship, and maybe it may be a one or two. Guess what? That you have not checked off your list that I didn't meet, but I read all of them. Isn't in fact I'm really the true prize? I'm really the true individual in the relationship, or coming into that relationship with the value that is higher? Because I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna be honest, woman, just because you look good, just because you have a nice body and you look good on my arm does not make you of value. The value is much deeper than that, right? I'm telling you, the value, the men hold, I must say, men hold the token of saying if you are valuable to them, right? I've been married a few times, and I'm starting to see the value of my girlfriend now. Is she like PhD? No. Is she sergeant major in the army and all that stuff? No. But there's some value with having peace and simplicity. That's for another day that I'll speak on, and we dive into that, right? But let me continue on with this, right? So he holds higher value naturally, since that's what she goes for. It isn't a bad thing, it's just natural. This is as important for people to understand as it allows for people to have the correct mindset when they are with each other. If the man stops communicating as if he's the prize, the woman's attraction will drop and she will start to feel more receptive to men who she sees as higher value. If the man stops communicating as if he's the prize, the woman's attraction will drop. That's what it's crazy. And she will start to feel more receptive to men who sees her as higher value. See, it allows the woman to better understand of her position in relation to her man. She is not equal to her man. It isn't logical to desire a man based on him having more value than her in various areas, only to ignore those differences once she gets with him. That is why she must not seek to undermine the authoritative position of her man. Oh, I think I hit a nerve. I hit a nerve for some of y'all. Some of y'all like, well, who are you to say authoritative? He ain't my authority figure. He ain't my dad. All this good stuff and everything. But hey, and some of y'all need to go back and read the Bible and all that good stuff, man. Don't take it so literally. Don't take it personal. Put your feelings to. I'm just saying, man. I am just saying. All right. So understand this. And got where I left off at. Right. So only to she ignores these differences once she gets with him. This is why she must not seek to undermine the authoritative position of her man. Otherwise, she will be the one losing attraction. Wow. See, as for the man, and I'm going to speak on the man now. As for the man, it allows him to understand the importance of leading and being a strong, dependable man. It explains why his woman will frequently test him, make sure he is constantly being the prize of higher value. If he wants to keep her his trophy wife, I don't want a trophy wife. I don't want nobody. I don't want a trophy. I threw away a lot of my basketball trophies because they honestly they have no value to me. Who has been in the competition before and got a trophy? What value do that trophy have to you once you have won it? There's no significant value, only memories. Only for you to show I guess the littlest value you can probably say it has. Well, I can show people what I've done, but it has no real value. See, so that's why he explains women will frequently test him. Okay, I'm sorry. If he wants to keep his trophy wife as a prize, then he must continuously earn the position of the authority he occupies without complaint of the burdens that comes with it. Who is the prize? Is it men? Is it women? Who is the more valued individual coming into the relationship? Is it the man or is it the woman? But I'm saying, in my mindset, why can't we both have value? Why do we have to measure it? And men, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm speaking on good men. That's the only thing I can know. I don't know a lot of dirt bags or whatever men, right? And the man may not have six figures, a big house, and drive a Maserati or whatever and everything. But there's some value in a hardworking man. There's some value in a man that's out there working for their family, trying to make it better and continue to try to better himself based off of the position and the situation that he's in. And he's always currently trying to progress. There's some value in a man that is committed to their family, and there is consistency to their family, their children, their wife, their girlfriend. There is some value into that. Because the prize, right, ladies, if a man feels that they're the prize, it's not all about, well, I got this type of job and I can provide you with all this. Because that, honestly, truthfully, the money can be devalued in a certain instance in a relationship. Because if it's all about that, how are you treating? How am I treating you? Because I can have the money and I can buy you I can buy you things, I can take you places, but I treat you like crap. See what I'm saying? Where is the value in that? There's no value in that. You like nice things and I get you the best things, but the guy over there, he may have a blue collar job, but he may treat you like you ain't never been treated before. He may respect you like you ain't never been respected before by a man. There's some value in that. And I'm gonna be honest, you can necessarily say a man of that stature, and the man that has the corporate job or the business, the lawyer, whatever, and he's dogging you out. That man, that job is a blue collar job, their value is more higher. And it's vice versa, same thing with the women. A man be like, hey, I want a woman with I want a pretty woman with a big butt and a smile. But she doesn't add anything to you. She doesn't help you out. She doesn't support you. She doesn't uplift you. She doesn't give you the nurturing that your woman should be giving you and everything. And guess what? Her value to me in my eyes, and I'm speaking my mind, there has decreased. I'm telling you, the value is low. The value is low. If you're on YouTube, I see that we got two viewers on YouTube. Go ahead and make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe. On Twitch, make sure you like it. And if you're on Twitter, whoever's on Twitter viewing, go ahead and make sure you like and share this, man. But think about this. Go have those conversations with your significant other, with your friends, with your family, and have that dialogue. Don't let it get confrontational. It doesn't have to be toxic in a way. Just have that dialogue to treat if you guys can come to a medium and find understanding in your thought processes on when you say, I'm the prize. He should be coming after me. I'm the cat. I've heard it from other women, even when the woman ain't really that, and she's done some things in the relationship that is not so popular, and they be like, well, girl, you still good. You still how? I'm saying how. And man, you got to believe that, hey man, like you can't treat out there and be dogging women and think that you guys give to the earth and everything, because there's no relevancy into that. That wears down. That comes out the dog days. I'm telling you, I've been through all the cycles, did it. And a lot of times, women, I know you don't want to hear that, sometimes men do it because it's just the nature of their beast, and they don't realize they're doing it until the first time that true love comes in their life, and they lose that love because of their ways. And then they have to learn through that, and then they become better for the next one. That's just a little bit of knowledge, wisdom, and experience for myself, right? So that was the hot topic. Who is really the prize, men or women? Now, the question of the day I got for y'all, and we're going to keep it moving. Why is there such a double standard for men and women? Why is there such a double standard? Or is it? So some may, on the contrary, some may not think that is a double standard. Some people may say, I don't know what you're talking about. What world are you living in? What have you been seeing? What have you experienced? Aspect. There is. We talked about it with the hoop, like the prize thing. Especially with the fight of today in the communities we live in, with the women fighting, the feminist groups, one of them having equality, gender equality, and everything. I truly believe that in relationships, roles should be set. Just like when you go to your workplace, you have a role. And if think about it, if everybody can do the same thing, everybody can be the boss and be the president and be this and that position, it would be very chaotic. So I don't think why people, men and women, don't understand it and don't get it. It is nothing wrong with playing your role. On sports teams, guess what? They can't be 15, 20-point scores on a basketball team. It cannot be. Everybody plays their role to the best of their ability and what they can give to the team. And that's what a relationship is like. That's what a marriage is pretty much like. You find what your strengths and weaknesses are, and you place each other and put each other in those roles of strength so you can advance and enhance the relationship and the marriage. Roles, is nothing wrong with roles, man. Roles, guess what? It it does this. It sets order. It 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 brings down the lack of confusion. All right. Things run smoother. And guess what? Most likely more people are happy. But we live in a time that I believe a lot of people, why I gotta do that? Well, what you mean? Oh, you want me to be a woman that just sit up? No, I didn't say all that. I'm just telling you, I don't cook very well, so I was thinking, pretty much is a lot of women like to cook, just like you don't see a lot of women working on cars. You don't see a lot of women outside cutting grass, even though you can do it. But if I'm here, that is something that I'm pretty much good at. It is my area. And, hey, let's make this thing work. How can we partner and tag team this to be able to move for the better state of the relationship? But I just want to know, though, why is there a double standard for men and women? Why? And who, like, and because I believe with the double standard, it tears down relationships. And it's just crazy to me to see, like, a woman can do something that a man cannot, or is not supposed to, or whatever, and the man will get skull dragged. The man will be dirt of the he will be dirt of the earth. He will be, talked about, in the whole family or community, which is don't make sense. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense to me. It don't make sense. So that's a question for you guys to really go back and kind of think about. And maybe we indulge into it the next time on the next show, or another episode. But that is the question of the day. Why is there a double standard for men and women? Why? Tell me why can I in my That's that Bobby Brown. It's my prerogative. I can do what I want to do. Maybe that's why. Because I can do what I want to do. That's why there's a double standard. But hey, let's be aware of that. Let's really, when you're in your relationships and you are saying things and doing things, ask yourself, like, is this a double standard? If he did it, will I be okay with it? Or I don't want him to do it. So, just why? Why is there such a double standard between men and women? Anybody knows? I'm waiting. I want to know. Tell me something. It's such a double standard. I don't understand it. Like cheating. Is cheating okay? For me, it's not. Like, I know a lot of women say, when a man does it, they want forgiveness, and then when a woman does it, a man can't take it, right? And that's true because we are naturally territorial. That is probably more so true than not. Men cannot take the things that we do, and if a woman goes out there and do, we are, oh heck no, we can't take it, and it's crazy. So I'm gonna give you 10 double standards, right? That men do and women can't stand. All right, they perpetuate, right? These are here's some, like like to have female friends, but we, meaning females, shouldn't have male friends. That's a double standard. I ain't gonna lie, I don't think like that. I'm gonna be honest. I believe once you're married, certain friendships that you have had in the past, especially solely, it is just more so organically, just a female and a male. It had that person, if you're going to remain friends, it has to be brought into the relationship, notified by the other person. And whatever that dynamic of that friendship is, depends on if it may have to kind of cut, might have to cut sling low. See, when you're dating someone exclusively, it means we've chosen them as our romantic partner, but it doesn't mean that he or she has to be the only man or woman in their lives. Just as it's okay for a guy or a woman to have female or male friends, it is also okay for us to have or for a female to have guy friends. A relationship is meant to be built on trust, and trust is both. It goes two ways. What about this? If they have casual sex, they get high fives, right? But when a woman does it, what they say, oh, she a hoe, oh, she a slut. Double standard. It's a double standard because of it's how we men perceive in women. I'm gonna tell you like this, woman, ladies. A lot of times when that happens, regardless of, you might be just sweet old, you might be genuinely a real good woman, but when you meet someone for casual and men know about it, you have already been put in a category. You have already been put in a category that you don't even want to be put in. I'm gonna give you another one. Want a partner? Okay, they want a partner, right? Attract love with the power of your mind, right? Okay, meaning, okay, there's a new search based off the startup that shows you how to call love into your life with the power of your mind. Okay, take our quiz and try that, which is crazy. Profit auto, that's crazy. I'm not doing that. A lot of women, they do that. They do these quiz tests and all that good stuff. Not doing that. All right, so here's another one. If they're picky about who they date, it's a pride point. If we're picky, we're being unrealistic. A totally impressive looking dude, right? of below average intelligence can refuse to seriously date anyone who doesn't look like a model, and he's somehow considered legitimate. Yet, if we're rightfully picky and insist that our future partner have reasonable qualifications, such as an actual career and life goals, we're being unrealistic. Crazy, right? I don't think that's unrealistic that I want someone with some type of intelligence, basically, some type of ambition, basically. What I talked about earlier about the prize and who's the prize, I'm talking about if you're not that or even working towards to be that, how can you ask of a guy to be that? And then if he's not, you look that because women do, they look down on someone of that. Well, we in the same boat, so I don't get it. I'm confused. Tell me. Like I said, tell me why can I? Let me stop. All right. But hey, that's the question of the day. Why is there a double standard between men and women? Go ahead and think about it, research it. I don't know. Talk about it. Tell me, hey, come back on here and tell me what y'all think. All right, now, hey, I have to add this on right now before we close it up and get up out of here and everything. Man, I gotta plug it, man. I'm gonna plug it. So if you are in the Fayetteville area, surrounding areas, right? Man, I got something for y'all, man. Right. Other known as Coach Kirkland, and I've been coaching for quite a long time, for a few years now, and even a few, a lot of years, right? I have my own basketball organization, training organization, recruitment service organization, whatever it is that it deals with young kids from the ages of grade school all the way going into college and everything. And it's called True Champions Athletics Basketball. Started it back in 2007. And it's pretty solely run, saying, with insistence and the help of a handful of coaches that have come and gone throughout my program and my organization that I trust. I have built this, with my heart, with my mind, and with my soul. TCA basketball and the True Champions, it stands for something. The true stands for true, real understanding of excellence. Champion stands for children having ambition, maintaining purpose, and obtaining knowledge with an N. Then it's athletics, right? I started this back in 2007. Started doing AAU travel basketball, working with kids. Started with high school, juniors, sophomores, seniors, helping them become better basketball players, better young men, and insisting in getting them into different levels of college. No, I didn't have any type of Power Five or D1s. But my goal when I started this was to help individuals, help them learn the game, to play it the right way, play it at a high level, right? Learn how to become a winner. Though you may not win everything and win every game, but learn what it takes to when you work for something and what it feels like to obtain it. And also be able to teach, coach, and mentor these young men or young people that have come through my program, right? We have training that in an academy that is jump starting that I've always wanted to do. I am partnering with a few coaches within the area. One is Tara Young. She's originally from New York and came from Atlanta, Georgia, and have a lot of experience dealing with basketball and skill development. And one is a good coaching buddy of mine, Dwayne Campbell. And some people would say certain things, but I try to keep people close to me, and especially this is my baby, my business, my organization. that I hold true to my heart, that I don't like to bring a lot of people in that try to attain it. Because like I said, the true champions stand for something. Everything that I do has a reasoning behind it. Like I said, true, real understanding of excellence is the acronym for true, meaning when I say the understanding of excellence, teaching these young men and women how to be the very best version of themselves, and that to do that through basketball, and knowing that they may not come top collegiate athletes, they may not come top high school athletes, they may not make it to college, but what I'm doing is like a trick, is teaching them the game of life, teaching them how to fight through adversity, teaching them how to work for what they want, teaching them how to be a part of a team and that is bigger than themselves, that would carry on into their school, college, into their workforce as they grow and become productive citizens in this community, in the communities and the society that we live in. Champions with these kids, because until they're considered, they go to 18, they're considered a child, a minor. That's why champion stands for something. Children having ambition. How can you maintaining their purpose in obtaining knowledge? And I do that through basketball. So on Tuesdays, Saturdays, Sundays, Tuesdays between pretty much 6 to 8, Saturdays 9 to 11 a.m., Sundays 2 to 4 a.m. at Highland at 111 Highland Avenue, Fayetteville, North Carolina. 28305 is the zip code. Highland Presbyterian Church, where we will be conducting training sessions, group sessions, one-on-one sessions, clinics, camps, and many other things to come. We also do sports performance. It's a great facility. It has a weight room, knowledge center, exercise room, a classroom to where we can do film study in, a upstairs track to where they can run and get conditioned, and an awesome gym in that area. We will be conducting a lot of different training sessions. How can you be a part? All you have to do is go to TCA Recruit 1 is my Instagram, TCA Recruit. On my Twitter, you can go to True Champions Athletics Recruiting Services on my. It has a Facebook page, or you can contact me with at 910-922-0774, and we can talk about training sessions, what you want to do, whether it's group. You can also sign your child up to the academy. It is a $75 registration charge, $150 a month, which will get you all free, not all free, but all sessions each week to come in, and it gets you discounted on one-on-one sessions and all discounted camps, plus t-shirts, shorts, and a backpack. True Champions Athletics, I'm telling you, man, it's a movement. You two are powerful, so put the power back in your hand. Be true to yourself. Become a champion. All right? Myself, Coach Tyra, Dwayne Campbell, we are here to do something different in the inner city of Fayetteville. We're going to continue to move, progress, encourage, inspire, coach, teach, and mentor those that we come in contact with. And True Champions Athletics Basketball Training Academy, I guarantee you, it is something that the city needs. So if you're out there, Fayetteville, in the surrounding areas, man, come talk to your boy. You can hit me up on Facebook. You can hit me up on social media. My social media, for most of them, besides my Facebook, is MRK Dreams Big. MRK Dreams Big. Just message me. If you didn't get my phone number, it's 910-922-0774. Or you can go to the website, tcarecruitbasketball.com. tcarecruitbasketball.com. All right. That's the ad, and let's go to the closing, man. Hey, man, I want to thank each and every one of you guys that have been tuning in. I see it's like I think we're like 4 viewers or something like that. I don't know about the other streaming platforms, but those that have came in, those that have seen this and watched it and stayed tuned, I appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for supporting the brother and everything. And I hope to see you back again. Back again for another episode of Real Talk with your boy MRK. Let me speak my mind. Until next time, each and every one of you guys, I want you guys to have a blessed and wonderful rest of your day. Be safe out there. It's Friday, so don't go ahead and do something too crazy. Go ahead and enjoy yourself. And I'm gonna be honest, man, I'm out of here, man. Y'all take care. We're gonna go out there with that John Doe off that Reflections album. To the limits. House of Mirrors, y'all.